video is going to be a lot different. Alright, so I'd actually thought I'd like to take time to focus on a certain type of, they're not a certain type of grade, but they are a certain type of line of Gundam model kits. And I think that we as a community, we're definitely overlooking them because we just got a P Bandai drop of 3 new ones. So if P Bandai is fixing to drop some of these, you know that, hey, maybe there's something going on here. But I'm talking about none other than the illustrious G-Frame. That's right. What's a G-Frame kit, you're probably thinking? Well, you clicked on the right video. So take a dive with me. I have a couple of G-Frames here, a couple of different series, a couple of different models and brands, because as you saw, this is Neon Evangelion. You're probably thinking, where? I've never seen that. Yeah, I thought that too at one point in time. Also, stick around because I will actually tell you some IRL tips you can probably use in your area to maybe even get these a little bit cheaper. So let's take a look at these. A G-Frame, like I said, is a super highly detailed kit. Now, it's almost as big as a 1/44 scale. I have a real grade 𝕦 here that we can actually put to size. And I mean, if you take a look at it, that's still pretty good, really big, good size. Now, the really awesome part about these G-Frames is that they are super small, super cheap, and super minuscule. Alright, taking a look at mine, let's see. This is actually some of the level of detail that my 𝕤 has. I love the weapons and the level of detail. First of all, I left mine just simple. I wanted to, of course, paint it and get to it maybe with like a metallic silver marker or something. But the fact that this is so goddamn clean, sir, this is just so crisp. What I loved about it was the fact that you get everything extra from like the legs to the weapons to the accessory. By the way, these are extremely sharp. I did stab myself when I was opening them through the package. But the cool part about G-Frames is you see this base and everything. You're probably thinking, is that a hand? Is that a foot? Absolutely, dude. Yes, so your G-Frame is going to come with the armor on the essential runnings of this, kind of like stock, right? And I'll open one of these and we'll show you, right? And so it's up to you to take all the armor bits off of pretty much the stock legs, stock chest, and stock arms, or stock arms, and put it on the essential runners. Like, there is a bit of a frame unit to this. So you put that on there, and then voila. You pretty much got yourself like this essential base, and it's actually pretty badass because I didn't really know that it was a base because my 𝕤 didn't come with instructions, and you will understand, guys, I want to talk about this later, but there are misprints with this, alright? You do accidentally get a G-Frame, and sometimes it has no instructions, right? And that's not the store's fault, it's how packaging is. Now, how do I know this? Well, for example, my EVA here, my Mark 6, one I have never seen in stores since I saw this, doesn't have any instructions. So these are just more for the small days when, I just need a quick pick-me-up, or maybe I'm even traveling and I want to build on the go or something. These are really awesome to get. So let's take a look at the different lines and different models, right? This is the EVA line, pretty much. This is everything that I have. Taking a look down here, we've got, I think that's the first Evangelion EVA 1 kit that you'll get. I really love it, man. Honestly, it's really badass. And then, moreover, something I thought I'd never actually see, we actually have the night combat mode, which is, again, a pretty rare one that you'll see. If you can find it, definitely nab it. The Awakening version, I actually just nabbed this one the other day. I knew that this was part of the EVA series as far as G-Frames, so when I saw this one, I was like, dude, I'm not really in the buying mood, but, FOMO, right? Also, you have this up here. You're going to have a bunch of... I think there's one more. There's probably 1 or 2 more boxes that come like this, and they're not a kit. They're just accessories. So like right here, you can see it comes with just a base and a stand. And forgive me, I can't remember the spear. I think it's the Spear of Cassius and the Spear of Longinus or whatever. You also get this really badass rifle. You get extra arms and an extra torso, so you can make essentially... I got these together so that way I can make like a 6-armed EVA and we can replicate that. So that would be pretty badass. I did want to tell you guys about a little bit of a secret though, is whenever you're in stores, specifically, I don't want to give away a full secret, but I did this with Barnes & Noble, and I'm just going to be honest with y'all. So I went to Barnes & Noble, and this box was super damaged. Like, you see how it's torn in like this? That was dead ass already like that. It was also, yeah, this right here, this was ripped and everything. And it was like that too. But it was sealed completely up top, right? It was like that. So I was so confused. Everything looked really good. And see how it's 15? Awesome. I'm glad I kept the sticker. It's $15.99. So that's your average price cut for some of these. $15.99, maybe $18 for some of the others. And we'll talk about those. Twitch chat told me that you can talk to Barnes & Noble and say, hey, am I doing a little bit of a discount? So guess what? This was $10, baby. But also because I'm a Cash App nerd, I got like 10% off. So it was like $9.50, $9.40. Also, there's rare G-frame kits. You think that these Evas are the last and the only ones on my Pride kits? Nah, son! They got clear kits too, baby! But they don't exactly have clear kits of every model. They only have a clear version of the Eva 1. And by God, it's freaking beautiful, alright? I bought this one day when I went to go get some manga for, because I'm collecting the Thunderbolt series. And I saw it and I was like, no way, I've only seen this one online. And the fact that it was $15 too, like normal pricing, it wasn't 20, it wasn't 30, it wasn't 40 or even 60, what these disgusting people were charging online. It was a reputable price. So enough about the Evas, let's move on to the Gundam. Quick thing I'd like to mention about this, yes, there are other kits. You can get the Mark II, the Mark III, and other kits. Definitely. Keep a lookout on that. Try to get yourself a G-frame Eva. Gotta go. Now I can talk to you a little bit about why I actually got these, okay? It actually all started with the E-frame. But truth be told, I had seen this one a long time ago. And because I had a real grade all-strike P Bandai kit, I had told myself I don't have an entry grade, a high grade, other strike real grade or master grade. I'll grab this one. And so I ended up going back to one of my old sponsors and my friend, and I was like, hey man, do you happen to have any of your G-frames still? Lo and behold, he did. The main reason that I'm pointing these three here in focus is because these two are most likely online, okay? So like my Aegis and my Strike Gundam, I'm sorry, the Blitz Gundam, these are definitely ones that you will find online. Now, you may get lucky and you may find the Strike or even like this Mark Titans Gundam, the RX-78. You might even find this one at Hobby Lobby, okay? Because Hobby Lobby does stock with some of the Zaku versions of these. You can see you get green Zaku, red Zaku, and then, what is that? Oh yeah, the Strike. Yeah, duh, because it's right here. So that's obviously that first series, right? So you can catch these at Hobby Lobby, and they will be $15.99. And yes, rejoice, my builders, because of course the 40% off model kits does apply to the G-frames. So these will roughly come out to about, God, I wish I saved the receipt on this one. I want to say about $9 to $10. Definitely no more than $10. So if you're trying to get a birthday present for somebody, Christmas present, or just a quick gift for yourself or a quick build, or if you're just a backlog hoarder like myself, these definitely do the trick, alright? Now, there's definitely some other rare G-frames. That's right. You're looking at the ever almighty super rare 𝕬𝕬 and the V Gundam. That's right, dude. They made a G-frame of both of these. Now, if you'll take a notice, it says FA, alright? I think that means full armor, but it's part of the Revive set. Now, these are essentially a little bit more pricey. These are bound to be about $18.99 to maybe $20, right? If you do see any of these kits, definitely nab them. 𝕬𝕬, I saw at a Barnes & Noble. I got lucky, but it was like 16. No, actually, 𝕬𝕬, I got lucky. It was at Barnes & Noble, and it was priced at the $15.99 because they didn't know what it was, right? Most places online will definitely have that marked as $18.99. The V Gundam, I want to say I purchased at a local model kit store / comic store, but they also were selling it for the $18.99 with a price sticker and everything. So let's take a further look at these. Taking a look at the 𝕬𝕬 first. 𝕬𝕬 rips ham, man. I'm talking about, this is such a beast of a Gundam. I'm ready to actually open this one and build it, but it's the fact that I don't have the full series or even more to the series. I want to get the Justice Gundam, and I think I'm going to try to nab the Rick Dom. I don't know which one, probably the Rick Diaz. And that one we're probably just going to give away on stream. But just look at all this awesome stuff that it comes with. It comes with a rifle, it comes with a gun. I think that's a anti-beam rifle or anti-ship beam rifle, and that's probably just like a straight up rifle. You got your shield. I'm actually not too sure what that is. Oh, that's part of the base. Yeah, there you go. That's part of the base. And so this is what I'm talking about. It's gonna come on like this weird armor plate, and you're gonna have to take everything off and put it on the initial inner frame, right? That you get, and then boom, you've got a stand. let's check out the V Gundam. Right on, so taking a look at the V Gundam, you guys, you're gonna notice that it is a little bit cheesy, but that's perfectly fine. There's a certain type of element to this Gundam, especially because this is more about quantity and miniature in quality. I mean, after all, you do get fin funnels, you do get a base, stand, you get its weapons and everything. Now, I do want to mention to you that the fin funnels themselves, they don't fold, alright? But the fact that you kind of get like 2 sets here to kind of replicate both sides for your Gundam is pretty badass by me. Now, taking a look over here, you can see that the rest of the Gundams you can get in this series is the Freedom, you can get the Gundam Assault Shroud, you can also get the Gundam 𝕤𝕤. And I think I've actually seen the 𝕤𝕤 in store one time, and I know I've seen the Gundam Assault Shroud at, it's gonna sound weird, but I wanna say I saw it at Barnes & Noble and Hobby Lobby. I don't think Hobby Lobby though, but I wanna say Barnes & Noble is gonna be your stronger bet. But yeah, that's the V Gundam. Right on. So I thought I'd talk to you guys about posability and just kind of give a better look at these. So essentially, posability is pretty badass because it's not like the Integrate. I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. I'm gonna remove this. You see how easy the blades also come out from it? That's pretty dope. So up top, you do get this kind of rotating access here, so you can even move the shoulder. And I kind of loosened it a little bit so you guys could see how it would clamp together, just kind of like how a normal high grade or a real grade would. The arm does kind of tend to expand out pretty wide, and I like that because it's pretty wide. So if they ever made a Barbatos or Gundam 00 or any other like melee blade G-frames, you'd definitely be able to pull off some really cool poses. Now you can fully twist and everything. That's pretty dope. I don't think that this comes off, and I'm not really trying to pull any harder and figure out. But other than that, you do get really awesome details and everything. This is like an extra armor bit that goes over this, and hands kind of pop out just kind of like a high grade and a real grade. They got that little peg joint to them. But yeah, pretty dope. The legs themselves, they also go out pretty wide, and you'll see that the skirts do kind of move themselves. So I like that about that. So if you're gonna be doing hella cool poses or like hella cool, like, you know, like, oh, I'm in the air, I'm fixing to slash or whatever, that's pretty dope. That's what we like as builders. We like the full posability. Again, this is a $15 Gundam right here, okay? So let me go ahead and pull out that real grade 𝕤𝕤 again, and we'll talk. Oh, actually, before that, hold on, let's talk about the little details. So yeah, as I said earlier, you also get extra weapon bits. So I mean, all in all, this was the extra weapon bits that we could say we got with the 𝕤𝕤 and everything. Feet do move pretty well too. Like that one seems to be a little bit loose at the time, but for the most part, there's some damn good potential here. You can really do a lot with these, man. Really do a lot with these. Now, as far as the weapons and everything go, they're pretty basic, pretty simple printed stuff. So I mean, it'll just be up to you, the builder, to kind of do what you want with creativity. So let's pull out 𝕤𝕤 and do a size comparison. By the way, that's the base. That's how tall it is for the base. Pretty crazy. All right, so I'm actually gonna take this off here, and I'm gonna pull this out here. Yes, I already had that pre-pulled, but that's just kind of what your innards are gonna look like. So there's definitely a lot of room for customizations inside too, and as you can see, it's really standard and very close to your essential high grade. So yeah, that's kind of what the whole essential like process of your G-frame is gonna look like. Alright, do me a favor, don't look too hard at my 𝕤𝕤. You'll probably find a little bit of imperfections. But for the most part, actually just notice something. G-frame is just a little bit shorter than your average high grade and real grade. So, I guess I fibbed there. I guess there is a bit of a difference. But, you know, it really does depend upon what Gundam you grab, because I guarantee you if I build that 𝕤𝕤, I'm going to be seeing a different type of size comparison here. Now, as far as like how do they stack up? Jesus, Michael Jackson, will you please relax? The spirit of Michael Jackson's possessed my 𝕤𝕤. So, overall, I mean, G-frames are pretty badass. They're really dope. I would recommend they are a really good stocking stuffer, or just like a quick pick-me-up, or as you can see in my video, a quick source for content. Check all this stuff out. See all this good stuff? This is all stuff that could be yours, right? This is part of the next couple of giveaways that we're going to be doing. We got 3 giveaways planned. When I say we, I say we. That's right. You, the chat, have actually supported this, okay? Those 2 posters, these 2 posters right here that you see, are actually Ichiban prizes that you can win at your local model kit hobby stores that participate in Gundam Ichiban raffles. Inside are a cool folder with 𝕤𝕤𝕒𝕤 and 𝕤𝕤𝕤. Inside are also cards holographic Gundam cards that I have bestowed to you guys. Now, supporters have donated these so we could give them back to you and just kind of, you know, make y'all's day. But inside them, you will actually see stickers, some decals, and like I said, one shiny ass Gundam card. Now, also taking a look at everything else, you may recognize some of this stuff from here. So this is actually from last giveaway too. We did have a winner. It was a coworker of mine. Man, he was really, really kind, and he was just basically like, yo, dude, I have enough Gundams. Go ahead and pass it on to somebody else. So I thought what we'd go ahead and do is just kind of place it back in the giveaway pile so that way it can make somebody else's day. Now, what I like to do with all of my any kits, really, anything high grade, or even, you know, like this little accessory kit we're fixing to discuss, I like to throw an extra Gundam card in here. I like to throw a little bit of extra goodies, surprises. Sometimes you'll see some 3D printed runner stands in your boxes. Sometimes you'll see some Gundam cards. Sometimes you'll see some free paint, some free markers. You know, I'm a builder too, and I just want to put a smile on your face. So just know when you get a Gundam from me, it's definitely not even just what you're seeing. It's always more that meets the eye, all right? This is another product that was actually donated to us from a fellow viewer who's actually messaging me right now, as a matter of fact. He's straight up calling me. That's crazy. Hold on. I gotta show you guys. Yo, hey, what's up?
Oh, just keep building plastic crack.
Definitely. Other than that, man, this is one of the supporters that's helped us and is given some of these awesome prizes. So, like I said, guys, the channel is also backed by you and by supporters. So, thank you so much for that. Right, let's go ahead and wrap this video up. It's getting kind of long. So, you'll also be able to have a chance to win this mass-produced 𝕬𝕢𝕠𝕡 sword. And there's also some goodies in here. And you know, I am prone to sometimes throw an extra high grade, you know, either built or customized into some of these prizes. Now, for the most exciting prize that I'm excited to talk to you guys about is this about $50 to $60 Gundam value mystery box, okay? I dare not tell you what's inside. I've given you a hint. I'm a very, very kind builder, right? I've given you a very awesome hint as to what's inside of here. So, if you want to be one of the awesome people to win this amazing mystery prize or any of these prizes here, just make sure that you're subscribed to Plamo-Fudo, and you know, just stay tuned to the Facebook, because the Facebook page is going to tell you guys when the giveaway is going to happen, and it'll also tell you what prizes are up for what, or maybe I'll just keep that a mystery just to get you suckers there. So you guys, thank you so much for liking the video and just watching and everything and supporting Plamo-Fudo in general. I do plan to get a bunch of these in the future so we can give these out, and who's to say I don't already have 2 or 3 of these as for the Twitch channel point rewards. So that's right, you can actually already earn yourself 1 or 2 of these if you go watch me on Twitch, which I do need to stream more on, and I need to make it easier so you guys can get points. But essentially, you guys can redeem your points to earn Gundam cards or free chances to spin for a free Gundam in my channel.